Hi, I'm Ella and this is Bonnie and we're travelling around the UK in our DIY camper van. This week we're heading to Wales and we get to explore the Gower Peninsula and head to the Brecon beacons. So good morning from the van. We're coming at you from a different country, so we're actually in Wales. So we drove up overnight last night, we got here about 1 AM and the plan was to make it to Swansea and I got too tired, so we're in Port Talbot just outside Swansea. So this morning we're making the actual drive into Swansea and then down to the Gower Peninsula. So that's the plan. Bonnie seems to think it's now summer. It's not really not that hot. Driving through Swansea now, which is why it's a bit stop-start, all the traffic lights. We're only 20 minutes away from the Gower Heritage Centre, which then gives us a walk down to one of the beaches. And this is where Bonnie usually sits when I'm driving. They'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt. The drive. I haven't had to drive narrow roads like that in a while. It was a little bit nerve-wracking at times, but we made it to Gower Heritage Centre. So it's £5 to park for the day, and you can actually stay overnight, but that's £20. So it's a bit pricey for me, considering there's not really any facilities. They've got toilets and there's like a bakery. It's a really nice little area, but I think we're going to try and move on to somewhere free overnight. But it is a nice stop off, and there's a nice walk you can do down to Three Cliff Bay via like an old castle ruin, so we're going to do that now and take you along. This way. Bonnie found a friend. Okay, so we're just walking along this part of the pathway. I think we're actually going to end up at the beach first. Took a slightly wrong turn. It doesn't matter. We'll head up to the castle after. I can see it from down here in the background, but yeah, I don't think I'll get up to it from this way. So we'll walk round to the beach. Three Cliffs Bay it's called, and it's part of the Gower coastal path, and meant to be one of the most scenic parts, most photographed. I think it's going to be quite impressive, hopefully, and a bit wilder compared to a lot of the beaches we've been to recently, which have been more touristy. So we'll carry on walking round. I don't think it's going to be too much further. So, Three Cliffs Bay, they weren't overly imaginative with the name. So it's recognised because it has three cliffs. They're made out of limestone, and I think we're just starting to see some of that now. It looks really pretty. This is a really beautiful part of Wales. So yeah, this walk takes you through, like, I guess it's a bit of a valley, and then it takes you along the Pennard River, which runs off from up where the castle is, which we saw a bit earlier, and it eventually takes you round to this beach. There's quite a lot of people here. I think it's a popular spot, but I can see why. Hey Mum! Bonnie! Good girl! Now, the trouble with doing all these trips in winter, they're all so stunning that I want to do in summer as well, because I feel like you just don't get the full experience over winter. It's lovely because it's quiet, and actually today's a really nice weather day as well. Not to talk about the weather too much, but like, this river is stunning, and it'd be perfect for paddleboarding, but it'd just be a nightmare trying to get everything dry when it's still cold and a bit damp. But the water is like crystal clear. But yeah, like I said, I think summer's just going to be me repeating all my winter trips. Must be. We're lucky we've come at low tide, so we can get out on the sand.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if
we made it onto the sand, and you can see Three Cliffs Bay. We've got to go the long way round to get over all the tidal streams. So we'll just need to keep an eye out for the tide as well. I think all of this gets covered. To get to these cliffs behind me, like the Three Cliffs, what the bay is known for, and it's a nightmare. There's like a tidal stream running through the middle of the beach. I've been trying to work my way around it, and I got bored and tried wading through it, but it was deeper than I thought. So my feet are a little bit wet, and I've got to wear these shoes for a hike tomorrow, so probably not the most sensible idea. We're now trying to see if we can work our way around a different way. Fingers crossed.
If I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my
head. Okay, I'm admitting defeat. I can't get across this stream this way, so I'm going right back to where we started. So we're looping back round to those stepping stones to get onto the other side, then we're all the way back round to the cliff. We just bumped into some locals as well. Bonnie was playing with their dog. And they said they started off travelling around in a camper van, they ended up settling here and staying, so yeah, I can see why. And Bonnie! She's off exploring again. Better behave today though. Later. It's a bit slippy, so I'm not going to risk it today. It's beautiful here. If anyone watched H2O, I feel like Bonnie's going to turn into a mermaid in the moon pool. Bonnie, get your ball! Oh. Get it! Come on, get it! Good girl! Clever girl! What are you doing? Get it then! Get it! Where's your ball? Bonnie, where's your ball? Good job! Oh, thank you! So we're just going away from the cliffs now. We're going to try and get up to the top to get to that Pennard Castle ruins. The thing we were going to do first. That's what we're going to try and do now. Yeah, this part of the beach is so beautiful and it does feel like wild, even though it's not like far from the van really. But it's just lovely. Really nice beach. I was going to try and get some drone shots, but I really wanted to fly it through that gap in the cliff, but I'm a rubbish YouTuber and it's not charged. So no drone footage from today, I'm afraid. Yeah. Me and Bonnie are going to try and make our way up the cliff.
It's not a simulation. I'm still dreaming, falling.
hill, and then there's walking a hill made of sand that is making this really hard work. I think the view's going to be really good though, so should be worth it. Nearly there.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under.
So this is Pennard Castle, obviously just the ruins. It's a 12th century castle. I think it was initially owned by the Earl of Warwick, and it was sort of rebuilt with stone in the 14th century, and then it had to be abandoned because of the sand erosion. So I'll show you how close to the edge it is. So this is the edge. There did used to be like a whole village built around it, but hello, hi. Wait. Wait, buddy. So yeah, there did used to be a whole like village built around the castle, but obviously all of it fell into ruin, and this is all that's left. Very pretty though. We're just going to head back to the van.
On my face, all that ever was is a wreck.
We had a lovely day here. We're, as I say, just heading back to the van now. We're going to need to rehydrate because I was not expecting to be out this long. I've not bought any water or anything for either of us. Luckily it doesn't get too hot yet. You know, it's been a really lovely day. This walk isn't very well signposted. You'd think that it was like coming from the Heritage Centre through some of like the landmarks. It would be better signposted, but just sort of guessing. I know I've got to come back down here because this is the way I came up, so I can hear the road as well, so that's got to be a good sign. But I think we're nearly back now. I hope so, because my knees are hurting like an old lady. So back in the van, Bonnie is done already. She's already laying down. She had a little snack and a drink, and we're going to head off to Brecon Beacons. There's a car park for the Penny Fan Walk, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Some of my friends are meeting me there, so we're going to head up there tonight just so we're there and we can have an easy morning. I probably would have cooked myself some dinner here, but I kind of want to get to the park up before it's dark because I don't know the roads, and I imagine they're going to be a bit like windy, so I just feel more comfortable doing all the driving in the day, and then we can relax once we're there. Well, I am pleased I'm doing these roads in the daylight. They are very narrow. I mean, we've been fine so far. A few branches into the wing mirrors, but nothing that hasn't been damaged before. And I did get a little bit of a tailback where I was having to go so slow, so sorry to the Welsh. I did think it was going to be irritating because obviously all those 20 mile per hour limits came in around Wales. Yeah, even if it was 30 or 40 regardless, I was still doing 20. So actually maybe it's a sensible idea. still got about 50 minutes to go, so I'm sure we're going to get some more ropey roads on the way. God, the roads as well, so many potholes. There's a 3.3 metre bridge. I've never measured how tall I am. Okay. I'm less than 3.3. I think that was close though. I think 3.3 would be the limit. That gave no warning before you went under it either, so that was lucky. I just took off the whole top of my roof.
What do I believe? What makes me feel it? To write you this song.
We have made it to the Brecon beacons. Just, my petrol lights just come on as well. So, hopefully got enough to get me back to civilization after. We're just driving through the Brecon beacons now. I think I can see Peninsula, which we'll be climbing tomorrow, so that'll be in next week's video. I'm assuming that's it anyway, because it's the highest peak around. Is it a mountain? It's like 800 and something meters. I can't remember if that counts as a mountain or not. Not sure, but it's one of the more popular walks in the area. Should be fun. We've got about 5 minutes to go.
I cannot escape. I'm here till it breaks. Oh, how my heart aches. You keep blowing me out. I keep holding you in.
So the sun's just starting to set. Now the car park here is a bit confusing. So it's open 24 hours a day, but then it's not clear if you can stay overnight or not. So I'm going to be staying overnight hopefully, unless someone comes and tells me to move. I did sort of spot a few parking areas further down the road, worst case scenario, so we'll be heading over there.
Still hoping to find a future for me. I'm still in this fight.
Okay, so I'm just going to be having some dinner. I've made a chilli, and that's probably going to be it for the night. We've got no internet here, so probably going to be movies, read a book maybe. But otherwise, that's going to be it for the video as well. So that'll be part 1 of our Wales trip. So part 2 will be out next week, and that'll be us going up Peninsula. So a bit of a hiking one, something a little bit different. So thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and see you next week.